Somewhere deep inside you, there's a version of yourself you have met only in dreams. They disciplined you, they focused you, they unstoppable you. And every now and then, that version calls. Hello, this is JengaPod, and according to your resume, you have applied for greatness. But before you accept the offer, you need to understand something. Greatness is not a mood, it's not a vibe, it's not a lucky break. Greatness is a responsibility, a weight you choose to bear for the rest of your life. Psychology calls it self-transcendence, the moment you stop living for comfort and start living for purpose. Philosophy calls it becoming. Faith calls it the calling. Whatever name you choose, the truth is the same. You cannot rise to greatness while clinging to the version of yourself that fears it. Today, we talk about the call to greatness and why so many people let it ring. You know, every once in a while, life sends you a message. Not a text, not an email, a call. A call to rise, a call to grow, a call to stop living below your potential. And most of us, when we hear the call, we do not pick it up. Today, I want to talk to the version of you that has been waiting for permission. That version that has been waiting for clarity, waiting for the right time to start acting. This is JengaPod, and today we are answering the call to greatness. Now imagine sitting in your living room, Sunday evening, everything is going perfectly well. You have tuned in to watch your favorite game, or you're watching your favorite Netflix show. Now all of a sudden, your phone rings. You look at the screen and it says incoming call, greatness. And you freeze because deep down you know you have applied for this. You want this. But you feel like it's not the right time. It's not the right moment. You are all relaxed. You are enjoying, after all, your evening. But you know you have dreamt of a life where you are disciplined, a life where you are focused and you are more intentional, a life where your habits align with your goals, a life where your actions match your words, and your results reflect your potential. But here's the truth. Most people never answer the call because greatness does not sound like comfort. It does not sound like something that is going to be easy. And it doesn't sound like something that you're going to do it later. It sounds like your responsibility. It sounds like an immediate change. It sounds like becoming someone you have never been before. And that can be very scary, even for myself. But let me tell you something that is real. The call to greatness is actually not a call to perfection. It's a call to honesty. Honesty about who you are, honesty about what you want, and honesty about what has been holding you down or holding you back. Now let me tell you something about why most people don't actually answer the call to greatness. Psychology has a name for this, and it's called avoidance coping. Avoidance coping is when you avoid the very thing that could change your life because it makes you uncomfortable. You avoid the gym because you don't want to feel weak. You avoid studying because you don't want to feel behind. You avoid starting a business because you don't want to feel unprepared. And you avoid the conversations because you don't want to feel vulnerable. But here's the paradox. Avoidance does not protect you. It simply puts you in a prison. And the very fact is, you cannot fix what you won't face. And you cannot grow from what you won't confront. And certainly, you can't build a stronger life while hiding from cracks in your foundation. And that is why the call to greatness is uncomfortable. The call to greatness forces you to look at yourself honestly, not with shame, not with judgment, but with clarity. Not with shame, not with judgment, but with clarity. Let me share with you a few truths about greatness. This is something that might actually surprise you. Greatness is not a feeling. Greatness is not a mood. Greatness is not motivation. Greatness is simply a decision to stop negotiating with your excuses, a decision to stop living on autopilot, a decision to stop letting your emotions dictate your destiny, where you are heading in life. You stop acting according to how you feel. And philosophers call this self-mastery, the ability to govern yourself, not to be governed by impulses or emotions. And here's the part that people don't talk about. Greatness is not loud. It's not glamorous. It's not always exciting. Sometimes greatness can look like this: waking up when you don't feel like waking up, doing the work that no one sees, saying no to things that drain you, and choosing discipline over dopamine. And moreover, being consistent when no one is clapping. Most people are consistent when somebody's watching or somebody's giving them credit. But when you choose to answer the call to greatness, you are simply being consistent because it's your decision. And certainly you don't need to be credited, or you don't need applause for you to do what you need to do. So greatness is actually built in the shadows long before it's seen in the light. Now let me share with you the very moment when everything changes in people's life and they decide to answer the call to greatness. Now this answering can be accepting or declining. So there's a moment in every person's life where something shifts. A moment where you get tired of your own patterns. A moment when you say like, I can't keep living like this. And that moment, that frustration, that discomfort make you more awake, more alert. And it's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of awakening. It's the moment you realize that the life you want is actually very possible. But it requires a different version of you. Not a perfect version, but rather a committed version. A version that answers the call. A version that says, I am ready to build. I am ready to grow. I am ready to become. And I'm ready to start now. Now, if you have listened this far, I might as well share with you practical takeaways from the call to greatness. So let's make this real. Here's how you answer the call to greatness today. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Number 1, name the thing you have been avoiding. Avoidance loses power when you name it. So say it out loud, write it down, and start facing it. Again, avoidance loses power when you name it. So you have to say it loud, write it down, and face it. Number 2, choose one small action, not 10, not a whole plan, just one action that moves you forward. Number 3, create a no-negotiation rule. Pick one habit that becomes non-negotiable. Even if it's small, even if it's tiny, even if it's 5 minutes of working out, you stick to that every single day. Number 4, tell one person your intention. Accountability makes the call louder. Make sure this person is somebody that can hold you accountable to what you said. Number 5, start before you feel ready. The truth is, you will never feel ready. And also, certainly, no one ever feels ready to start. So you have to start. Greatness is not calling the future version of yourself. It's calling you. And it's calling you right now. With your flaws, with your fears, with your doubts, with your past. You don't need to be perfect to answer the call. You just need to be willing. Now, having said so, this is JengaPod, and I'm your host, Godwin Silayo, and this is your call to greatness. Let's get stacking. See you on the next episode. Have a good one.